Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elle and today I'll be documenting myself doing my 2D and 3D art. So buckle up if you guys want to see my process and hopefully you can also learn something from it. Okay, so first I'll go ahead and search for pose references for deku and bakugou. I picked Boku no Hero Academia to make a fan art of because it's the latest anime that I watched and I cried so hard just like the baby outside our house. I also want to make a chibi animated in 3D for deku and bakugou, imitating the 2D art that I will create. I don't know, I just feel like it's cute to see something like that. So right now I'm doing Deku's pose and I'm blocking it at the moment. I'm not really good at blocking, but I try to improve every time I draw and I can't progress without blocking. It feels like it's a foundation and without it my drawing will look melted with off proportions, just like that one Junji Ito story. I still have off proportions, of course. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it by observing and learning more. Now moving on to Bakugou's pose, well, I'm not gonna lie, I think I have to pick another pose because I feel like he's too dynamic here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some sketching for Izuku's face. I sometimes sketch 2 times, like there's one really rough sketch and then second sketch would be the what do you call it, legitimate sketch, I guess. The first sketch is really rough and basically just make it exist for now and fix it later. The legitimate sketch is good to go and is very reliable in the rendering stage. And if I didn't like the legitimate sketch, I'll basically redo the drawing in a different pose or, you know, a different idea. As you also can see, I skipped a massive process in the sketching phase, and that's what I'll mostly do throughout the video. I really have an uncomfortable position and I'd like to stick my head 1 inch away the screen when I do art. I don't know, it's just how I focus. And here finally I'm trying to do a rough sketch for Bakugou's pose. I found a new one that is somehow dynamic yet simple, and I think this is better because it kinda is similar to Deku's pose, but you know, with the hint of Bakugou's flair. I'm low-key kind of scared because I wasn't enjoying how this looks like for Bakugou and I was almost giving up, but you know, I just trusted the process and made sure this pose is going to be his official pose. Okay, so now we're done with the legitimate sketches for deku and bakugou. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and proceed on rendering deku first. And firstly, I didn't like how it turned out while I was laying out the base colors, which I didn't record. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't, when I was laying down the colors, I didn't like how it looked like. I was low-key having a breakdown because I was about to scrap everything and create a new pose for deku. But yeah, thankfully I stopped myself and just continued on working on this, and just really, it's really just the vibes, guys. Just keep trusting the process. Play some cozy music that is not just distracting you. I always play cafe music that has like a 1 hour duration in YouTube, and that's literally it. That's what I listen to while I'm working on this, because I can't focus while listening to podcasts because I'm busy observing and thinking what colors I should use, what is the perfect shade, or where do I place the shadows and all that. So yeah, just try listening to cafe music. Maybe it will also help you guys concentrate more when doing art. Okay, so after laying down the base colors, which I recorded for Bakugou's part, thank God, and after that I put the shadows in their respective places, and I turned down the opacity for the line art, and then I create a new layer and render it above all that. So the base colors with shadows, the legitimate line art, are all foundations or guides for the render layers, and this method works for me and I enjoy it. It's very satisfying once you build up all the foundations in a patient manner, and after that rendering will be easy peasy. Okay, so now we're finished with Bakugou and also Deku. Let's go ahead and put them together, even though Bakugou hates that idea. Okay, so now Bakugou and Deku are done, and yeah, they kind of look, they look okay. Yeah, I think they look fine. I don't know, you guys can be the judge of that. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create their 3D counterparts in chibi form. Okay, so now let's go ahead and model Deku's hair in 3D, and this is going to be quite challenging because him and Bakugou have spiky hair. And I don't know, I haven't really thought how that would look like in 3D. And this chibi model, by the way, is for my 3D commission service, and yeah, so I'm just going to use that for their 3D counterparts. Now we're in Blender and we'll pose Deku first and then Bakugou. I skipped the texturing process and modeling process for their outfits because I think that will add 20 more minutes in this video if I ever showed the process. But yeah, let me know if you're curious how I did all these. So now I'm done posing them, and I'll just go ahead and adjust how they will be put together. Okay, so finally finished. They all look so cute together. I really loved how it turned out, and it's like they are imitating their 2D counterpart poses, which is cute. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the content and my art. I hope you enjoyed the process and learned something from it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next, hopefully next month. So yeah, bye.